Hi viewers, today we're going to look at creating a string function in Excel VBA. First of all, we're going to add the developer tab by going to the file option. In staging, clicking on options, selecting customize ribbon, and under the main tabs list on the right, select developer and click OK. And then go to the developer tab and click on Visual Basic. Click on insert and then click on module. And in here we're going to do a sub. I'm going to name it convert to string, or maybe capitalize that. Um, and then first of all I'm going to declare a string, so I'll say dim e as a string. So that just means declare e as string. Then I'm going to say I'm going to assign the variable of e to an input box. I'm going to say e equals input box, and then I'm going to put the variable of e within the input box. Now this specific input box variable, once I input it into the input box, I want to display the value in the message box. So I want, once I click OK on the input box, I want the value to be displayed in a message box as a text value. So within the input box, I'm going to do first of all I'm going to set e. I'm going to say give e a value. So I'm going to say, I won't give you a value because I will use it in the variable. I'm going to convert this variable of e to string, which is CStr, which should initialize when I type down. There we go. So if I click on play, it gives me an input box. Within this input box, I'm going to enter some random stuff, like so maybe date value 01/01/2001, and then click on OK and see how it displays it. Displays it as a date. It's still a string, but it's basically displayed it as a date. What if I enter 0056777 or 65777? Shows it as a number, and basically to show that it's a string, what I'm gonna do is to this variable I'm gonna attach 4 zeros by by creating a concatenation. Let's see what that does. So if I click on play and I enter 01 for shares to just put some stuff in there and then click on that, it's concatenated them together. I'm trying to look for a good sign to display a string in. So let's say I set e equals hash 01/02/2001 with a hash, go down, and then let's say I comment out this input box, and then I say display the date we've got there in 1/1/2/2001 in the message box. Let's display it as a date. If I take that out, the hash is out, and then do that, see what that does. I press play. Finally, it's displayed it in a text value, which is what I wanted, which is showed as 2.49 blah blah blah. So that's actually what I wanted to show, how to create a text value from numeric values. So it's reading that as a sort of decimal, which is another way to say it's a text value. Finally, within this input box, I'm going to enter / and see what that does. It's putting the / without appending the zeros. That's it really. I mean, in terms of displaying, converting a value to string, it's basically the format that changes, not really the value, unless you're using weird formats like I did with the /s. That's it really.